EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Atlanta. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Tailback Devontae Freeman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Ryan. Caught by Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Charlie. 198. Let's go.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's a give to Freeman running right. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Incomplete. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD, for Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. It's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. From the 29, Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Freeman again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9.
You got over top of him.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan.
Come on, man.
To connect, incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Dart to
We saw
him.
this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
That means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender
Catch the ball and say, hey,
find a
here,
way to
take it
start
from
coming
her
down
hand.
with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Get him out there, put Gage in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got the tight end, Vanette. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know what I want to do, but I'm not going to rush it.
180.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. And he connects with
That
Vance
was my fault
McDonald.
right there because I couldn't pick my
A good
damn
pickup
player.
there,
I hate when they
13
do that, bro.
yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Switching to the player and it won't let me switch to him.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's do it. 2 wides. Match personnel.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run forward with Kelly. And he will have 1st down as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
You had to think about it, though.
Like 80. You ready? No. Alert. 61. Match box. White.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. 34 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big play.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. On QB go.
Ryan. He completes it to Jones. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. On 3rd down, Freeman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 38 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, here we go. 30.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels.
Right there.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Play fake to counter. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was due in large part once again to the play of big number 7, their quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
And as you and I both know, there can be some really good Big Ben days. There can be some not.
You got some bull crap on them daggone corner routes. You want to smack it in the head, though. Get off my thing, girl.
You had breakfast, you had chicken.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl. And he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4.
Intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Desmond Trufant. Extra point attempt to come here.
Lag.
And his kick is... This one stays a 6-0 game.
He turned it off? That's not what I wanted to do.
All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on it.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, let me get to it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays,
when are you going to be done with that,
that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. This is caught. Watkins. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Again, they'll throw to Mahomes. Escape touchdown, Chiefs.
Everybody does that bullcrap. They want to get on the goal line.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points.
Just spy the quarterback at that point.
Extra point.
And then you just go get him and make him fumble. I've done that plenty of times.
Here at 7-6.
Just lag,
now
man.
After the touchdown, here's
lag.
Parker.
Somebody else don't have it, and they think they're good.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Use the microwave, man. Please.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he goes down. The number again is inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And we had him sealed on that
That's why
side,
you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.